bought to take cameras. Today is August 16th. Yeah, August 16th. Almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is hot. Not too hot, but it's hot enough. I'm over here, Hammond, Indiana. Taking you over here. If you live in the area, you know. If you see this pine tree all lit up, and you see this sign, and you know that address, that you are here. The Industrial Strip. I'm assuming it's that name. There it is right there too. Because this is kind of like an industrial corridor. There's some real nice houses going up like way that way to the right of Calumet Avenue. I've been going here for years. Actually, I have not been here in years. I'm trying to think when I was last here. I don't think I've been here since my son was born, and he's 17, and he did not come. I did not meet his mom here, by the way, but met a lot of cool girls here in the time I was going here. Mostly European. I'll give you their stage names. The first one I met was Nikita, and I met her because she was Lithuanian, and my wife's Lithuanian, so I kind of knew a lot. As she was impressed, I knew a lot about her culture. Then the other one was Gabrielle. That was another Lithuanian, a Russian. That I kind of knew her because if you know the history, Russia used to occupy Lithuania. They were all friends over here, though. I would joke around about that. They would laugh, but I don't think that was a laughing matter back in Lithuania, back up until about the early 90s somewhere. Yeah, but this is Industrial Strip. So the way this works is when you go in there, there's like a vestibule over there. You can hang up your coat. You pay for your way, and on this side is where the main area is, where the stage is. Back when I used to go, it wasn't full nudity unless you got the private dances. What it was, however, was non-alcoholic. So because it was non-alcoholic, they could go full nudity in the private rooms, which, if I recall correctly, you went up the stairs and they were on the towards this side on the second floor. I think that area towards this wall, the closest to this van, was like the coat rack area, and then further back was probably like a VIP area. Yeah, but anyway, at the time the dances were like $50. So two topless and one full nudity if you paid for it. They were like cheaper if you only got 1 or 2 dances, but it was worth it just to get the full 3 dances. And then you would get you would tip. I usually did. I think what they did, the prices went up to $55. They did that so the guys, if they handed them like 320s, they would just be too ashamed to ask for change back. Anyway, that was Nikita. I miss her. I kind of kept in contact with her. Last I knew of her, she was living in wasn't Greektown. I think she was living by Navy Pier. One or the other. It was either Greektown or Navy Pier. I know she didn't live in cheap areas. I'll just say that. Same thing with the Russian one. Fuck, I forgot her name too. I can't remember. I can't remember the Russian one's name. She was pretty, kinda. She looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he still had the gap in between his teeth. She kind of looked like a female version of him. But when you weren't thinking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, she was still pretty hot. She was cool too. Gabrielle was really cool, but I like Nikita better. Oh yeah, then there was the one with the really big ones. She was American, but I don't think I ever knew her outside the club. Anyway, that's this place. I remember the first time when I got a dance with Nikita, and I went upstairs, and I heard the dances here. They've always advertised them that they're unforgettable. When I went over there was a lotion dispenser on the wall, and I asked her if what's that? She goes, it's just some antibacterial. I said, oh, okay. And I said, she goes, what did you think it was? And I said, I'll be honest, I don't know. I heard these dances were really good, and they bring like a little towel. She had a saw mini towel on there because and I said, I heard the dances were good. There's a lotion dispenser on the wall. You're coming in here with a towel. I was like, damn. I heard these dancers were pretty good, but I didn't think it was all that. And it was not all that. The towel was so that way when they sit on you, when they're not wearing anything, they don't get those juices on you, which has happened. And now in Nikita, what happened with some other girl, it wasn't a bad thing. It's just what it is. But that's what they do. Some of these guys wear expensive shit, and on top of that, they got to go home to wives and girlfriends. So yeah, they don't, and those wives and girlfriends kind of know what's up. So yeah, they don't want it. Yeah, but that's it. Thought I would just bring that to your attention. Quad state cameras here at the industrial strip in Indiana on Calumet Avenue. And that's it. I gotta go. Quad state cameras. Drink a lot of water. Try to get some physical fitness in. Take care, guys. Oh, the other thing with this place, you used to be able to feel in the boobies. I don't know if you can still do that. I might try it one day. I might ask if they're still full contact, I think is the word, where you can play with the boobies. All right, guys, take care.